goddamn proof of a hero so good. I know, shit. I know, chat. So, my friend sent me this video of 64 tips and tricks for your settings, and I started it like 5 minutes ago and it's 30 minutes long. But I would like to listen to Proof of a Hero first, but it does have some solid points. We're all just waiting, man. I'm gonna go ahead and plug in my controller so I don't have to worry about that later. I'll probably cut out everything that is not a stream or a video. Damn, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way I timed that and it somehow exactly ended at 11. Come on, bruh. Where the game? Where? Open the gates! Wait, what is...
No, I didn't see that as an official 1X official. What you're seeing is the old
Is
shit.
Charlie listening to Final
fake
Fantasy
ones that are
16
floating
OST?
around. There has not been like an official new release on the stuff. There's a Prime Larson.
Okay. Watch this. Open Sesame. Boom. 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 There's no way. There's no way. There's no way, right? All I had to do... All I had to do was say Open Sesame. Okay? All I had to do was say Open Sesame. I'm just saying. Midas touch. Now we're unpacking. Okay. So while we do this, while we wait...
Maximum distance view. We need it. And if you don't want to feel motion sickness or feel a little weird during your fight, you can knock off
Always
the
turn
motion
off
blur.
motion
That
blur.
will help a lot of players out.
Dude
now
said
let's talk about how to use the
unsheath,
map to your advantage
turn off
to
auto
make
unsheath,
your
turn off
exploration
auto
and gaming even
explore,
more valuable.
secret.
Now your map has D-pad options on the left.
Change
of
your
using
map
controller
settings.
for the up and down, which just basically shows you the floors of that map. But on the bottom left is the most important one, which I discovered much later because I just never paid attention to it. On the bottom left, you can see something that says the fast travel list right over here, which you can mark up where you want to go, maybe a pop-up camp, maybe a
nice.
village. But the most important one is filter icons, which is right to the left of that right over here, this icon. And in filter icons, you can see that it has almost every single collectible or icon
Here, I'll
or
put this
any
over
mark
here
that
real
you see
quick.
on your map listed out for you right over here. Now, the beauty of this is that we can even go into a sub-filter mode to go for anything that you're specifically looking for, because in this game, you will be looking for very specific things. So display all, you can hit that top icon button under the filter and select a specific one. So if I'm looking for certain things like rocks or mining, I'm going to hit gathering and then go
like,
all the
I don't
way
really
down
care about
until I find what I
Slinger.
need. Now, let's say I'm looking specifically for amber
Slinger
deposits on my map. Well, yeah, they're marked by
Right.
red and I can look manually, but you could also click on this and hit set highlight. This then highlights every single one in the map with this little blue icon, and all you have to do is just R3 and head over to it, and you could start farming. By hitting your
wow.
R3, your sacred's gonna head to that spot. You're gonna get
That's
what you
crazy.
need simply like this. Open up your mini map again, and then find the next one, and R3 to head to the next one. And you can do this with any item, but this is the most convenient
Wow.
thing in the game. Trust me. Just don't forget to turn off the highlight after you're done collecting that specific item. Another quick thing about your map is threat levels. So when you open up your map
Whoa, that
and
armor
you
looks
select
nuts.
threat levels by clicking
So
on the monster threat
I've been
level, you
watching
can see
hella
that there
videos,
is
but
a
anything
green
spoiler
zone
related to
around
armor,
this specific
monster,
monster, the
weapons,
Lala Barina, and it's not
I've
attacking
turned
me no
off,
matter how
or I
close
haven't
and
visually
upfront I
watched.
get with it.
I haven't
However, we head
watched
over
any
to
of
the
those,
Doshagma,
and
who has a
all the videos I've
yellow
watched, I've
threat
only
level.
listened to the
You
audio.
can see that it immediately sees me. My
So,
map
damn,
bar
this
is
kinda
red,
sucks
and
to
it's
see
going
the
straight
armor.
for the attack on me. So keep in mind, you can use threat levels to determine which monsters are extremely dangerous. While most Monster Hunter veterans say to not worry too much about armor and weapons at the start of the game, but focus more on the high rank ones, I think it's extremely important to understand how it
The
works
claws
right at
on
the
that
start of the game.
armor
For
does
this,
look
we'll talk to
crazy, though.
Gemma, and then Forge upgrade armor. We'll scroll to the leather gear over here, and you can see the stats to the right. Defense, which is going to be up against physical attacks from the monsters, as well as the elemental resistance of the
course,
armor for
yeah.
specific elements.
That's
Now, I'm currently
textbook.
highlighted on a leather headgear that has 1 square filled in on the botanist skill,
Oh.
and you can see there's 4 squares in total, 3 being blanked out, showing that you can go to a max of 4 levels. If you go beyond these 4
shit.
levels in any capacity, you're wasting time. It's absolutely useless. Now you can see that the leather vest has a 1 on it as well. The belt also has 1, and the legs also have another level 1 of the botanist skill. You get a total of 4 levels, which is the max level on the botanist skill. But what exactly does botanist do? While you're over here on your specific armor, for example, we're going to be in the botanist one, we're going to hit the sub menu and then go into skill information. Right over here, you can then
And I
see
love that they
exactly
kept
what
armor
botanist does
pigmentation.
for
That is
all
so
4
fucking
levels,
sick,
which
dude.
is extremely nice
I
to
just
know
love that
specifically what
degree
you
of
need and what you want to
customization.
do. Now, if you tab
can't
over,
really
in
see,
my
but
case with
the whole
R1,
room is
you can
mint
see
green
all the current active
now.
skills
That's
on
my
your
favorite
characters,
color,
and
you know.
each piece of
So,
gear
of
that
course
is
we
giving
gotta go
you
with the
that
mint green-
exact level and giving you that exact
mint green
skill. I'm
highlights,
wearing
the
my
mint
leather
green
boots right now, and my
pigmentation, the mint
botanist says
green
level
armor.
4, and you can see I have that level 4 bonus, which is highlighted in green, which includes everything from there and before. Now,
Oh,
another
shit.
tip is if you're curious about any skills that you currently have available to craft, you can hit the R3 button or the default button wherever you're playing, and you can go down and select the equipment skills. From here, you can scroll down and read up on any single ones they have and what they do. That way you might be like, oh, this is a good idea. Maybe I want to use this skill. The same thing can be done if you go to specific weapons, the forge and upgrade weapons. You select whatever weapon you may want. I'm a longsword user, so I'll click on this. I'll do the exact same thing by pressing the R3 button on my controller and then going down to equipment skills, and I can see all the skills that these weapons come up with. So you can come up with a build for what you may want. Also, quick PSA,
weak. I forgot
the
how
game
crazy my
adds stuff
Discord
called
picture is.
decorations, jewels, and charms later on that gives you more skills, but that's for another video, so subscribe and turn on notifications for that one. Wish listing is a very important feature to do in this game. What you want to do is talk to Gemma at camp, and if there's a certain item that you need and you're missing some of the materials, you can go ahead and click on it, submenu it, and hit wish list. That way you know exactly what item and material you need to finish that off. And when you're roaming the world, you don't have to go back to Gemma. You could just open up your menu and you could just look at the wish list menu section to see it at any time while you're traveling. So you understand how weapon skills work, but let's talk a little bit more about weapons. You see, you have attack numbers, which is pretty intuitive for the damage that you output, but there's
Sharpness,
also
element,
something that says affinity. Now, affinity represents critical chance in the game, where a
Oh.
positive percentage increases your chance of dealing extra damage, and yes, this game actually has negative affinity as well, which increases your chance of doing reduced damage, kind of like a reverse critical hit. This negative percentage is kind of
Wait,
known
why
as
the
a
fuck did
blunder.
Charlie
So
shit
just be
download load
careful
later
when
than
you have
mine
that.
and
Now, if
done
you look at the
before.
sharpness of a weapon, weapon sharpness
gotta
is
be
actually
racist.
going to be a multiplier and affect the damage output. You actually start the game with the highest being at green, but eventually, as you get better weapons and progress through the game, it'll start to increase
Yeah,
to
it'll-
blue, then white,
purple.
and then purple when they release more content. You can think of these as just damage multipliers along with your base attack. If your weapon loses sharpness in battle, make sure that you use a whetstone to sharpen it back up to do
Well, yeah.
damage. Then let's talk about elemental affinities. This is basically the effectiveness of the elements. Also, elements like fire,
Item
ice,
loadouts.
thunder,
Item
dragon,
loadouts.
equipment. You also have loadouts for items, and in order to see these specific ones, you're going to
he
hit
talking about the
transfer
rotary
items,
wheel?
hit item pouch, and you're going to create your own various combination of items depending on what you need. If you're going out gathering a bunch of new items or supplies, I suggest keeping it completely empty. That way you have room to gather up all the supplies. If you're going hunting, you want to stock up on potions, traps, antidotes, all the things you're going to be needing to take down a monster, and we'll specifically go into those things in another video. And once you're done, you can hit manage loadouts and then set up whatever you want. The cool thing about your game is when you want to select a specific loadout, all you have to do is click on it, and then it'll draw the
Gather
items
items
from your
faster,
item box and throw them
auto-crafting,
into your item pouch for that
camps,
specific
soldering,
loadout.
palico gear.
Palicos also get their own loadout, so
Pay
if you go
attention to
ahead and
audio
enter the
cues,
change palico
pause
equipment,
game.
you can select the palico
Pause
gear
game.
that you specifically want.
Nigga, when the
Cues.
fuck did you
One
pause?
of the biggest things that every player has to deal with is bathroom breaks, or if you know you have to get up from your computer or console to go do something important, make sure that you're playing in a single player world, because you can just pause your game in the middle of the hunt and take care of the emergency. If you're in an online lobby, you can't pause. A
Secret
fun trick to
pouch.
make pausing easy is going to your item menu, then going down to customize radio menu. Then from there, you're going to want to select any loadout, click on it, and scroll all the way to the right until the question mark, where you'll add the pause game. And when you are encountering any of these monsters in the game, so example, let me say I start a fight, I gotta go cook my food and I don't want to deal with this, there's a lot of Doshagumas on me, I'm then going to just back away from these guys
Wait.
and just simply hit the button, pause game, and I'm out. Let's talk about field
Okay.
guide.
We'll come back to this later. It's time to play. Let's get it, dude. Let's get it, dude. And I know they have a PS5 button mapping, so that's dope. All right. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. The game is running. But is it really running? Because I don't see it. Am I tripping? There's not like another pop-up menu or nothing, right? Where's my task manager? Hello? What the fuck? I see it. It's just like not even launching. Did this shit like crash or something? That was weird. Maybe it's just taking a second. I don't know. We'll see. I'm really not sure. weird. Because why does the little icon have a red X next to it? Oh. Okay. Do I need to just re-download this shit? Like, what the hell? Okay. We're gonna stop. We're gonna... Why can't I run it as administrator? Is anybody else's game fucking running right now? Like, damn. If I gotta reload it, re-download it, that's fine. I just would like to know. Dude, what the fuck? Okay, what's going on? Load the fucking website. What the hell? Hello? So obviously my internet is working. Dude, what the fuck? Sorry, something went wrong. Okay. Hang on. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna restart the PC. We'll be right back.